Hey everyone, Jedi64 here, and today we are going to be reviewing Star Wars Ahsoka, the Patterson Cut. This is a Star Wars fan edit made by Kai Patterson, and basically it takes the 8 episode series and turns it into a 2.5 hour movie. And honestly, this edit is like legit incredible. Like, I've rewatched it a bunch of times, like, it's so good. Like, Ahsoka, in my opinion, has always been like my favorite Star Wars, like, honestly, anything really. Just because like I like grew up watching the Clone Wars and Rebels, so to see that story continue in live action in like such a cool and interesting era of Star Wars is just so cool. Everything about it is amazing. The lightsaber fights, like Anakin and Ahsoka, like all of it is amazing. Like the Clone Wars flashbacks, like Anakin versus Ahsoka, like Shin Hati, Balin Skull, the Mortis gods, like the epic cliffhanger, Grand Admiral Thrawn, like everything about the Ahsoka series is amazing. But anyway, enough about the Ahsoka series. Let's talk about the edit itself. One thing that it does is it removes a lot of the stuff that like wasn't necessary and adds new stuff that like makes the story better. One thing that he removes the old opening crawl and puts in the classic opening crawl, and basically makes it where he removes the whole like the bad guys having to steal the map. They just already have it. So they removed the whole lightsaber fight with Shin and Sabine, and like they remove her getting stabbed because it doesn't make sense. Doesn't really make sense she survived that. Like anyway, they removed the whole fight scene where Ezra, Ahsoka, and Sabine are fighting the zombie stormtroopers. It's in my opinion a cool scene, and I'm sad that it was removed. But for pacing reasons, I understand why it was removed. And again, with the map gone, the whole opening scene with Ahsoka having to find the map and fighting the droids is all removed. Just makes the pacing so much better. He also removes the stormtroopers from this one scene. Like he literally removes them, so like they're not even here, which makes sense because like Grand Admiral Thrawn wouldn't want to like waste resources, so it makes a lot of sense in my opinion. He then adds like in the scene where like Shin is like you have no power. They like give her Sith eyes, showing that she's kind of like giving into the dark side a lot, which is really cool in my opinion. We then have a bunch of like deep fake, like they add in lines where like with the map gone, Hugh Wang is like, yes, in a little bit we're going to investigate one of Morgan's old facilities. Where it's like they add stuff in, which is like really cool. They make it where in this scene right here, where in the original show, Sabine is looking at the map trying to figure out how to unlock it, but now he's edited in Ahsoka talking to her, being like, hey, listen, I need your help to find Ezra, and then that's how she gets dragged into the story. He also made it where right here Huang gets shot down instead of like later on, like because in the show Thrawn wastes like some Tie fighters and it results in their ship crashing. But here he just gets shot down, and then later on he edits it where like when Ahsoka and Sabine are just standing on top of the ship, there's no movement. It's just the ship is standing still on the ground. It's really cool. He also edits it where when Ezra comes out of the ship at the end, he is not wearing the stormtrooper helmet. Because me and my brother would joke about it being like, well, he would have been shot immediately. So like that was really cool in my opinion. And I like it because it adds even more depth. Because like Hera doesn't recognize him because he's all grown up now. He has facial hair. Like, and I love how Chopper is the one who recognizes him. In the scene where Morgan dies, she actually gets decapitated. Like they don't show the full thing, but like Ahsoka basically takes her dagger and then just slices. I like it because like in the show, like Ahsoka stabs her in the gut a few times, but because there was the lightsaber stab, I'm kind of like, wait, how come she just didn't survive that? So I like that they just real nailed it home that she's dead. I like it because it also makes her story more tragic. Because like in Tales of the Empire, they really dive into her backstory and like the fall of Dathomir, and like it's just really good. They then make it where Ezra is the one who jumps onto the Star Destroyer by himself. Like Sabine doesn't help him, which I like because like Sabine just used the Force for the first time. It never really bothered me in the show, but I understand for a lot of people it did, so I like that. Ooh, another thing that he adds is like in the training sequence, we see Sabine using her lightsaber, which I really like because it shows that she is like using it and stuff. And now for my favorite thing that he added in. He added in the temple on like the Sith temple from Rebels. Like we see Ahsoka get flung through when she's fighting Anakin, and then we see him just come out and like I love how the lightning is coming from the temple itself, not from nowhere like in the show. So like everything about it just feels amazing. Like the scope is just incredible. Like this whole fan edit is beyond amazing. So yeah, that is the Patterson cut of Ahsoka. If you have not seen this fan edit, I strongly advise you download it. It's super easy. Just search up Kai Patterson cut of Ahsoka and you can easily download it. Anyway, with that said, may the force be with you, and I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.